Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to protect your systems, as in your home system, for example, or your home PC in the form of laptop or desktop against fileless malware. Okay, so you may have heard about this fileless term. Okay, if you are already into cybersecurity as working as a professional or aspiring to get into a career that would test your cybersecurity skills, or if you have done certification in the form of CEH, other certifications like OSCP, etc., you should be familiar with this term fileless. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to implement uh, a solution, okay, that would either mitigate or completely protect your system against these fileless attacks. All right, so let's quickly get started, guys. And before that, you may ask me what is fileless malware here. Okay, so basically, file-based malwares usually run on your hard disk and execute all those negative expressions as well as negative activities. All right, however, this malware, which is fileless, execute directly on your um, memory, as in your random access memory, which is volatile in nature. Okay, each and every time after restart, everything wipes off. Okay, so that is why it is called as volatile memory. And it this particular fileless malware, it is usually executed directly on your memory. As a result, all your traditional antivirus programs fail to detect them in particular, and hence it easily becomes um, the I mean easily becomes um, what do you call it? It easily evades the detection, basically. Okay, that's what I want to say in exact terms. Okay, so basically these defense evasions happen in the form of these fileless attacks. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you a combination of solutions that is you can implement on your personal laptop in particularly. Like if you feel that you're susceptible to all these social engineering tricks in the form of phishing emails, other form of uh, tricks that you may become prey of. Hence, and if you wanted to find a way to prevent against these kinds of activities from attackers, okay, and this particular solution is going to be very helpful for you. Okay, so let's quickly get started, guys. So I have some combination of solutions that you should be inculcating on your personal device, because as you know, all the enterprise organizations will have advanced security solutions which will definitely catch hold of these kind of attacks or risks coming in the form of these attacks. Okay, hence there is limited thing that we can do if you already have an advanced security solution in the form of EDR, XDR, NDR, etc. As in endpoint detection and response, next gen antivirus, next gen firewalls, and then HIPS, host intrusion prevention systems, and then network detection response, XDR, which is recently introduced, extended detection and response, okay, which Microsoft has provided. As well as there are a lot of security solutions which are advanced in nature, which can easily detect any kind of fileless based attacks, okay, uh, coming from a bad actor, basically. Okay, so it's obvious that on your personal device you won't have an EDR solution, okay, because EDR solutions are licensed in nature. So you would have your Defender, Microsoft Defender's antivirus capability. However, um, I'm I would not call it as um as a next gen antivirus, but yeah, but definitely, yeah, Microsoft Defender antivirus can be called as next gen antivirus. But again, it would it would have its own limitation, basically. Okay, So uh, so like I said, even the antivirus at times may not be able to fully catch hold of fileless based attacks. Okay. um and basically when I say next gen antivirus, I'm just uh telling you about something called behavioral analysis and heuristic based protection. Okay. That detects anomaly behavior, okay, coming in the form of any threat actors, like for example unsigned PowerShell scripts, or any other kind of macros which would have malicious code, okay, injected to a probably VBA code, malicious VBA code injected into a Word document or your Microsoft Office applications, okay, and then that performing intrusive action in the background, and then finally our next gen antivirus in the form of Microsoft Defender antivirus, okay, detecting that anomaly behavior, okay, and preventing the script from doing something harm to that particular to your home PC. Okay. So that in that sense, Microsoft Defender antivirus can still protect your system. Okay, but like I said, again, this particular antivirus, even the next gen antivirus, is not a foolproof solution. Okay, so that is the reason organizations deploy additional capabilities in the form of endpoint detection and response solution, which is called as Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. If I'm talking about Microsoft's portfolio in security solution framework, okay, and then you have Microsoft also provides your extended detection and response capabilities. That is giving additional security protection against all other O365 M365 products. Okay, and even the cloud apps. So all these protection collectively is called as XDR, extended detection and response. Okay, and not just with the endpoint and detection response. And also you have NDR capabilities. Okay, um, as well as not NDR within the Microsoft scope. I'm telling about the next gen firewalls, which generally provides you the network detection response capabilities, as well as you have something called HIPS, host intrusion prevention system. Again, it is a network security solution basically. Okay, then you have host intrusion detection system as well. So all these collective features or collective solutions, okay, act as a protection, okay, layer of protection, adds to the layer of protections within an organization or within an enterprise network. But these solutions, right, you would not have it on your home PC or your personal device. Hence why all these solutions that I'm going to recommend now is what you need to have on your personal device. Okay, because it may not be there by default, so hence you have to manually implement them. Okay, so let's quickly get started, guys. Firstly, what I would suggest is to disable macros. Okay, for all your office applications like Excel, PowerPoint, as well as your Microsoft Word document. So let's get started, guys. All you have to do is just open your Word and just go to Options, okay? And here under Trust Setter Settings, just open that. Go to Macro Settings and ensure that this option is selected, guys. For example, if you select, if the option reads Enable all macros, which is not recommended, you can see here the implication of having this option enabled. So it could basically run a malicious code, okay, without your knowledge, and as a result it may turn out to be something severe. Okay, so hence if you check this option, it is going to protect your computer, guys, really, from Basically, you've partially mitigated the risk or threat coming in the form of fileless attack. Okay, so that's already checked here. And then now you go to Excel, open the Excel and just same. Go to options, trust center settings, go to macro settings and ensure the second option is checked, guys. Disable VBA macros with notification. Okay, you can do this also. Okay, if you want to allow any digitally signed macros coming in the form of like if in case, but it's usually recommended for enterprise organization, guys. So you need not necessarily select this one. You just can go with the second option. Disable macros with or without notification, anything of your choice. Okay. Then again, the last left is PowerPoint. I'll open PowerPoint. Go to options, trust center settings, and disable all macros with notification. Yeah, it is fine, guys. Ensure that this option is not enabled. Okay. Second option needs to be enabled, which is disable all macros. And that's one part of the solution which you have enabled now, which means we have partially mitigated, okay, the uh, risk coming in the form of fileless attacks, okay, and we have potentially safeguarded our system. Now let's go to the other solutions, guys. So mostly these fileless based attacks happens in the form of unsigned PowerShell scripts, guys. Okay, so which would have some malicious code within it, embedded within it, and then that executes without our knowledge. Okay, let's say in the form of a phishing email, and that injection. Okay, so basically it is called as code injection. Okay, let's say let me open Word. Okay, and here when just opening this, if we go to view, right? Okay, if I go to macros here, there may be a malicious code. Okay, which is unsigned, okay, which has some instructions to do something which they should not have done, okay, and without my knowledge I have executed it. Okay, so in that case what happens is these particular uh, that particular code, okay, would actually directly uh, get get loaded to my memory rather than me saving it locally. Okay, so that particular code, okay, I just opened it from my email and it's not going to save it, guys. It's directly going to run it on my machine directly via my random access memory. Okay, as a result, what happens is my traditional antivirus, let's say I have my Defender antivirus just now. If I just open, I can show you right away here. See query win defend. Okay, you see my Defender antivirus is running just now. Okay, and now what happens is, let's say my Defender antivirus could not catch it, and that is my system uh, is actually infected with the fileless code injection. So this is how, guys, this is what I was telling. So you know what I should be doing in such case, because now I have disabled all macros, and that's one form of protection I have already enabled. But let's say it is not a macro in the form of a Word document. Okay, it's not a VBA code. Macros generally I refer to VBA code um, attached within a Word document or any other uh, Office application. Okay, so I have put a protection against this malicious macro in the form of VBA code. However, what if it was a PowerShell script? So that is what I'm going to implement now. So now let's say if I have gotten a malicious PowerShell script. So now what to do next? So all I have to do is just open this one here, Windows PowerShell. You have to open it as administrator basically. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is, just a second, guys. So the command is this one, guys. Okay, basically If I just do a get execution policy, you should get this option, guys. Okay, restricted. Okay, basically this means that my system is not going to allow execution of any malicious PowerShell script, guys. So for yeah, this is the simple explanation of what this execution policy is currently that is set to in my PC. Okay, so basically you all you have to do is, in case if it is showing as unrestricted to you, there are a lot of modes, guys, which I can talk about separately. But for now, in we will just stick to restricted and unrestricted, or you can call it as a bypass. Like if it's showing as bypass or unrestricted, it typically means that the PowerShell within your which is legitimate Windows utility, system utility, that is going to allow execution of malicious codes or malicious scripts. However, after coming to know that it is set to restricted, which means that my Windows PowerShell is hardened to not allow the execution of malicious PowerShell scripts, which is the most prominent way of an attack happening in the form of what do you call it? In case if there is a fileless attack, basically, okay, the most common way or the most common technique that an attacker could use is execution or initial access via a malicious PowerShell script. So here itself we have put a block here. Okay, so having this setting enabled, it's again some level of protection that I have put in on my system. Okay, so in order to make it push this policy, all you have to do is just note down this command, guys. Set execution policy hyphen execution restricted. So once this is set, guys, I will just show you how it works. So currently you need to run as administrator to enable this option. Okay, once you put this security feature, guys, so you could actually prevent execution of malicious PowerShell scripts, basically. Okay, so another feature that you could enable is login. Okay, set partial login. Actually, this is optional, guys. Okay, just a second. I think there are a few more switches that we have to apply. Just hold on, guys. I will just. I'm not remembering on top of my head what those switches are. Just 2 minutes. So, guys, yeah, like I said, just going to execute this thing here. So this is basically optional, guys. This is basically particularly if you're having an organization of your own, then this needs to be done. If you have any SIAM solution, okay. So basically, this particular thing, right, which is your get execution. Basically here, this restriction is actually blocking execution of any malicious scripts, guys, coming in the form of PowerShell. And those blocking, right, that is going to get locked, okay, within your system. And in case if you're if you want the logging to happen and let you know whether what kind of scripts got blocked and what kind of scripts got allowed, okay, so this particular setting can be enabled. Okay, basically we will be defining a switch at the end called as true, that is going to log the blocking of script executions. Okay, so let me give a tab here, see if it is coming. Okay, then I'm just going to specify a dollar, guys, see if it works. Okay, it's telling log script log execution. So hold on guys, maybe I'm doing it wrong here. Hmm. Let me type the command manually here again. Maybe it's case sensitive, which is not the case. I'm referring to the Microsoft documentation. Okay, okay. Log script log execution. Yes, so let me execute this command. See if it works. Okay, it's not working, guys. Hmm, maybe something is wrong. Basically, it's actually optional, guys. Like, it's not a security feature here which you're doing. It's just we are enabling logging, guys. It's optional. You may do it if you're interested to do, but however, um, command seems to be failing. Actually, I need to work on this. Probably will make a separate video on this topic because it's not really security measure that we are taking here. So it's not going to block anything. It's basically logging it. Okay. But I'm eager to fix this error. Okay, because the video is going lengthy. Uh, we're just going away from the exact motto of the video. Hence, I will um, try to figure out why this is failing because it says as there is no commandlet available, as in the get function is not getting executed. Okay, for example, if I do like this, you will see if I select tab, right, keep pressing tab, there are a lot of functions coming as in the commandlet. However, this commandlet is not available. Even the set one is not working. Hence, there is some issue. However, I will try to correct it separately. We'll deal it separately. It's not the exact mode of this video. And so one feature which we have already enabled, which is your execution policy over here, which is set to restricted, which is, I mean, it's going to uh, protect your PC against execution of malicious partial codes or scripts. Okay, and another restriction that you can do is constrain language. Okay, so for that again there is uh, a simple partial command. Okay, and for that all you have to do is before that you have to log in as an administrator, guys. Okay, let me quickly do that. Windows PowerShell, and I'm just going to quickly run it as an administrator here. Okay, close this up here. Basically, this one, what it does is it actually limits the capabilities of PowerShell, guys. In other words, so basically, uh, all those actions, right? Even if you're running it as administrator, some level of tasks that requires more privileges. Okay, so some kind of elevation of permissions that are required for performing certain tasks would be limited with this particular restriction enabled. Okay, so all you have to do is just again, this is a command, guys, that we need to execute. Execution context. You see, yeah, I just did a tab, guys, and it came. And if I just do this session here, session state, that's automatically applying, guys. And then again, if I do a tab here, language mode, that is automatically coming again. And then if I do an open quotes, if I do a tab, okay, it's not coming. Probably I'll type it manually, guys. Constrained. Do a tab here, still not coming. So I will have to type it manually, guys. Apologies, constrained, then language. And that's it, guys. That this again, this restriction is also applied now. So again, this is another security feature, guys, that we need to enable, okay, which we have already done here, okay. And so with this, so with these restrictions, another thing that you can do is directly go to PowerShell, right click, okay, and then just do a open file location, okay. And then for both these things, x86 as well as PowerShell, just what you have to do is go to properties, go to security, okay, and then under security, um, any account that is not related to you, okay, in case if there are more accounts that you have, okay, basically apart from your account, if you have any other account that you use, okay, where you can restrict the permissions here. For example, if there was a test user here, all you have to do is go to edit, okay. For example, this particular account here, what I would be doing personally is um currently I'm not able to do anything here. Let me see if I'm able to modify something here. So for example, this is my account, change. Basically because these are my own accounts, I'm not able to do anything. So, so let's do one thing here. We'll create an account here, okay. So basically my intention to tell you is like any account that it's not um it's not native to you, okay. If you are unaware of any other accounts, okay, so apart from any non-administrative account, okay, just remove this full control, modify, write permissions basically, okay. Just give just give read permissions alone, okay. Not give full control permissions. Basically we need to remove the permissions, the full control, modify, read and execute, etc., write permissions. So only give the read permissions to those non-administrative accounts, um, which would perhaps if they have full permissions, okay, those can actually act as a probably insider threat, and it and those accounts can be used for any of these actions, okay. And I mean for a bad outcome, okay. That's why limiting the permissions I'm telling, okay. So this is you can call as access control, okay, controlling the access, okay, of any non-administrative accounts, okay. uh, and this is particularly applicable in case of a enterprise network or or this would particularly apply to organizations. For me, if I see here, it's all both the accounts are belong to me, so I don't have any other account to uh, revoke permissions here. Okay, so I basically want to tell in case if there are any other non-administrative accounts, okay, just in case in your home, if you have, I mean, let's say if you've, and basically it's absolutely not applicable, guys. Okay, in case if you have created just for your own learning purpose, you can create a separate account and revoke the permissions, which I can show you just now, but I don't think that is necessary because you should be able to get hold of what I'm trying to say. Just revoking the permissions on any non-administrative accounts. That's what I wanted to convey to you. Okay, so that way it is actually um, restricting any kind of unauthorized um, actions, okay, via an administrative account which will have full permissions. Okay, so this is how you implement a comprehensive strategic solution, guys, in preventing your home system, or in case if within you have a small medium business company where you don't have or where you can't afford an EDR solution. Okay, so these are the things, or these are the ways to that you should be going about. Okay, preventing your small medium business computers. Okay, in case if you aren't able to afford advanced security solutions. So these practices which I have said are kind of best practices that you can definitely look at and implement. Okay, either in your personal PC or on your SMB network, small medium business network, network of computers. Okay, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the important button, guys, and do not forget to subscribe my channel for more useful technical videos like this. So, we'll meet in the next video, guys. Until then, stay safe, eat healthy, cheers, tada.